Well, hey there, welcome to another episode of Bill Selak Talks. My name is Bill Selak. This is me talking. So, if you work at a school that owns its own devices and is one-to-one, your head is about to nod and go, yep. If it does not, you'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then we're going to get to what's going on here. So, our school is one-to-one iPads through 8th grade, and then in our high school, we're one-to-one MacBook Airs. An issue that I was not expecting to have nearly as much as we actually do is the random device that pops up in the tech office or the middle school office or whatever. Whose iPad is this? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Bill, this is very simple. Put the kid's name on the device. Yes, we do that. As it turns out, there's a strong correlation between kids who misplace their iPads and kids who take their name sticker off of their iPad. So, we have this issue, as do actually most schools that manage their own inventory with students, of whose device is this? I don't know. Now, we have a number of ways to solve this, and it's relatively quickly to solve, right? There's an asset tag on the back with 4 digits. We look that up in JAMF, J-A-M-F, which, by the way, stands for Just Another Management Framework. Any software you see that has J-A or Y-A, it's going to be just another or yet another. Like Yazoo, yet another system utility. JAMF, just another management framework. If you Google JAMF, there's also a really funny thing that it does not mean. Don't look that up with a middle schooler near you. So that's what we use to manage all our devices, JAMF Pro. We can look it up, type in the serial number, type in the asset code, and it will tell us the device. The issue is there's only 3 people across 2 campuses that are able to actually look this up. So there's a bottleneck. This is the problem, right? We can look it up. It takes a couple minutes to look up. You got to log in. You got to click on the thing. You got to get to the page. You got to type the thing in. Oh, we forgot to add the asset tag. Let me look up the serial number. Oh, it's locked. Let me look at the teeny tiny serial number. Okay? It's an issue. Wouldn't it be great if we could just, type in the number, scan a thing, and, boop, here's what device it is. So, I worked with ChatGPT. I have an ongoing chat, and I've made, where am I now? I think I have, 4 published apps on my own, and, another, 5 between our school and personally. They're just kind of niche ones that are not public on the App Store. So I'm starting to get the workflow down of how to go from idea to actually app on a device. So that's a fairly big caveat. If you've never done this before, there's for sure a learning curve. Learning how to prompt, learning how to train your ChatGPT or Claude code to get you what you want and what you need in less steps is for sure an ongoing thing. So if you're just not logged into ChatGPT and you type this in, it will take you longer, right? Fair? So, yesterday afternoon, I was there's got to be a better way. We're now jumping in an infomercial where I'm going to talk about better microwave popcorn baskets. By the way, we need to talk about why there's a microwave popcorn button, and why Orville Redenbacher is do not use the microwave popcorn button. I don't trust it. Can't we just get together and have Orville with Bob Samsung and be let's figure out how this works? I actually did some digging with this, and it turns out there was one original microwave that looked at both temperature and humidity inside the microwave, figured out the optimal setting for when popcorn is perfectly popped, and added a popcorn button, and then a bunch of other people are oh, we'll add a popcorn button, without the science or the instruments to actually measure temperature and humidity inside a microwave. That's why you don't trust it. But there's got to be a better way. So, yesterday afternoon after lunch, I was hey, ChatGPT, help me write something for Codex. Here's my problem. And I basically explained what I just told you. It gave me a prompt to paste into Codex. So Codex is also OpenAI. It's the thing that will actually write the code for you. Claude's version is Claude Code, and Codex, as of this recording, 5.5, is legit. There's different kind of effort levels you can do. So right now I'm on 5.5 extra high effort, which burns through more tokens, takes longer, but ultimately I find makes less coding mistakes. So I paste that prompt into Codex. I very quickly open up Xcode, which you use to make Mac apps. We're talking only Mac ecosystem here. Open up Xcode, create a new folder, a new project called Hillbrook Device Lookup, and other than that, it's blank. It creates a handful of like kind of placeholder documents. I say Codex, open up this folder. There it is. There's nothing meaningful in it. It'll maybe just run something that says hello world and like end of story. Paste that in. 20 minutes later, I have an app that's working. Amazing. Run it. The camera to scan does not work. It looks like there's a camera. Camera does not work. So I say, camera does not work. Fix it. Like that's literally all I do. 10 minutes later, run the app on my Mac. Totally works. Totally works. Any changes to make? Not really. It has some placeholder like CSV of starting at asset tag 3000, because that's where we happen to be right now. If you type in 3000 or just do a very quick code 128 asset tag creator, asset tag creator.biz or something, and scan that, totally scans, gives you the fake information. And it was like, this is amazing. This totally works. We use Jamf Pro, like integrate with Jamf Pro. So it did it. And it's like, cool, it's set, but it's not actually connected to your actual thing. You need to log in. And this is only the second time I've actually redirected it. I was like, if that doesn't work, I'm not going to log into every employee's device with my Jamf Pro credentials. And it's like, fair. What you need is an API code from Jamf, right? API is how your thing talks to the official thing that you're already using. So in this case, how my app connects to Jamf Pro. So do this and that to create the API. That's always going to be a manual thing. And then you need to create this whole script that'll actually like download stuff from Jamf on your computer, and then people will check your computer. And I was like, you do that. I'll save my Jamf secret, the API secret. Here's the API key. We can add that in. And then I went home. And so now I just got to work. I'm going to open that up. It said I checked on the ChatGPT app, which has a Codex button now, which connects to your device, your desktop or laptop, and you can like see what's going on. I was like, it's done. All you need to do is paste in your secret and run this script in your warning. So the idea now is that I have the API between my computer running the script and our Jamf Pro instance with all our devices. So asset tag, student name, student grade, serial number, like all of it. And then all we need to do is publish this to the App Store. I can make it private so that only our school can see it. I can explain that more if you want to ever reach out. You enter your school organization ID in Apple School Manager. So it's essentially your own private thing. And then it shows up in Jamf when you buy it. And then I'll scope it to all teachers' accounts. All they'll need to do is open up Hillbrook Device Lookup, allow camera access, hold up an iPad. We have new barcode asset tags coming in about a week. We'll put those on all our devices, and all you have to do is hold that up to your webcam. It'll go boop, boop. This belongs to Mike. Here's the asset tag and the serial number and what grade Mike is in. And we're good to go, right? So kind of start to finish, we're looking at like, assuming it works when I get to my office, like 24 hours for like a workable asset device lookup thing. Actual time of me coding, 0. Actual time of me working on this, like the initial prompt was like back and forth with ChatGPT to get to Codex was like 5 minutes. I've been thinking about it a lot, right? So like I knew what to ask and how to ask it. And that's also like the experience of making a handful of apps is I know what the bad prompts are, and I've slowly gotten to better prompts to be able to have it go. And then it was just like leave it in the background for 20 minutes. Fix the camera literally was like a 15-second command, another 10 minutes. And then the API part was like 10 minutes of manual work, just kind of back and forth. So we're in like under an hour of actual work, and it is going to save us so much time in the coming year. and is also just like an awesome resource. So I think we're like right at the point now where like if you're not making apps for your tech department, for yourself, for whatever, your family, your classroom, your school, it's starting to tip to like not doing it is going to take more time out of your life than just putting a little bit of time in up front to solve the issue that keeps coming up. So that's my thought. That's my wondering. I think that's where we're going. I could be totally wrong, but like, yeah, we're going to end an episode thinking about that. And I'm excited. It's my first macOS app. You're not going to see it in the public app store because I'm going to make that a private app because it's only the Hillbrook inventory. It doesn't make sense. But for anyone that works at Hillbrook, it'll be an app that they will have on their employee laptop, which is pretty rad. So, yeah. Last thing, a tiny plug. One app that is public that I'm super proud of is called Dog Sticker Packs. I squeezed in like the SEO stuff, so it's not a particularly fun and creative name, but Dog Sticker Packs. If you download it, that'd be awesome. If you give me a review, that'd be awesome. I have made $1.60 so far. So like not even a tank of gas, not even like the developer account, but that would mean a lot if you could check that out. And yeah, I have apps that are happening, and like the school year is over and we're starting to like fine-tune stuff for the coming year and all the good things. So thank you for listening. My name is Bill Selak. This has been me.